I had to switch accounts to plug the stream. You know how it is. The sun looks like something you could see in OU. Low-key? Kinda does. Alright, if you guys didn't know what Diplet is, by the way, this thing has giga stats. Because it can run a Violite. So that 110 defense, that's gonna get a Violite boosted. So low-key, that thing is really strong, but I assume this Lilligant on Meru's side is gonna run Ice Spinner. Like, my first impression is Sun is gonna smoke, like, semi-stall. Like, I don't think semi-stall can survive the onslaught that Lilligant can do. Heatran with Magma Storm, with Solar Beam probably, and then Venusaur, Lilligant. Like, those guys are just so strong. So I think it's gonna be tough for the stall player. Should be good for Meru. Should be good. Okay, so we see a Torn lead into Ninetales. Meru makes the correct play. How do I get rid of this notification? Meru makes the correct play of keeping the Heat Rock, of course. So just pivot into their Torn. I'm surprised it's not like eject button Torn to bring in the Sunsetters even more. Yeah, Punish Torn does look pretty good if it's like Assault Vest. But I feel like with Stall, it's probably heavy duty boots. We'll see though. The thing is, how does he deal with Meru's Torn? Like, what if this is Nasty Pot? I guess the U-turn here reveals the spread though. Like the 6% it did, it definitely reveals if it's max special attack or HP. That looks like super defense invested, just off my guess. Oh, we didn't do league games. That's true. They picked pretty fast. They're playing at the same time? No, dude, stop. They're ruining the experience. Can I pull it up on 2 streams? Or I'm in 2 sides? Not sure. But we will be watching the OU game if it's live too. Thank you to my #1 chatter attribute. Big shout outs to him. That's my guy for informing us constantly on the updates of these battles. Yeah, I'll try to fix my dimensions. Okay. Torn knocked... Yo, he didn't respect Weather Ball at all, or Heat Wave. Which I guess is understandable. If this is like Colberberry Brambleghast, it can wall Donphan for life. Okay, wait, the other game did start. Oh god, okay. Let me figure out how to put this on both sides. Oh god, how are we gonna do this? Huh. Maybe I could zoom. Okay, we kind of have it. Hold on. We already know Punny's team. Okay. We kind of got it. We don't see the chat for one of them. Let's move the OU game to the left. Okay, we kinda got it. But it's looking a little scuffed. Alright, let's look at this OU game, because I think it's the most important one. Fusion is using Dragonite Goldango. Very classic combination. He whirls in Goldengo with his rock. That's really bad. Because now it's a free make it rain for them. Which does 29%, so it could just be max special attack Scarf or Nasty Plot max special attack. Keeping up the hazards for Nico is going to be his main way to win this. Without that, he might be a little cooked. Wait, I just realized Bramble gets Hard Walls Tornadus. Because of Wind Rider. That's pretty wild. Alright, Tinglu ruinates the Great Tusk, takes 50%, but it reveals Boots, so it's not going to get poisoned, which is a big deal. Just goes for the spin right away, which works out great. Could... Nah, not close combat, because it's probably rocks. I was going to say close combat would be great here, but it's definitely not that. Great Tusk at 1 HP is nice for something like Dragonite or Glamour in the future, but we'll see. Fusion Samurott looks really, really strong, though. Multitasking for real, I know, bro. It's so tough out here. We gotta do what we gotta do. We have to lock in. Alright, so I would assume Fusion is just gonna get his rocks up, because rocks are basically permanent and can be really annoying. Or he just gets damage on Tinglu. Also fair enough to chip it for his Raging Bolt. So Headlong Rush, unless he lives Earthquake. If he lives Earthquake, it's Ice Spinner. Okay, Headlong Rush. I assume Tinglu's just gonna Earthquake here. Spike? Are you crazy here or what? Wait, he lets the spike stay up, okay. But now Tinglu's dead and Raging Bolt looks really good. Professional YouTuber setup? That's what I'm saying. And yeah, I know, I wanted it at different times too. But these guys have no respect for the game, unfortunately. Yeah, that loot chippage is such a big deal. That Raging Bolt is looking very, very nasty in this endgame. Alright, let's catch up on Yu a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. Heatran gets rocks up? Or just magmas? Okay, that did a lot, so it's definitely Boots Torn, like I expected. Which means Venusaur's looking pretty nasty. Free U-turn though, to break that. Oh, because Sun is gone, you can't Solar Beam. And then free Seismic Toss, presumably. Yeah. I would probably not let Blissey get knocked. I kind of want that leftovers for Venusaur, but I understand just forcing progress by click and toss. Okay, Lou is down. Ice Spinner knocks it out. That's pretty big. Yeah, it looks really good for Fusion's Raging Bolt. Like, that thing is going to be incredibly difficult to stop. Unless it's like Tera Ground Dragonite or something like that. Or I guess Fairy Blast is similar. Nico doesn't really have a good thing to go into here anyways. Now that Dragonite revealed Ice Spinner, you can't really go to your own Dragonite. Your own Zama has to be Ice Fang. Valiant would just burn its booster, which is very helpful into Enamorus and Raging Bolt Samurott. So it's a pretty tricky turn for him. Yeah, we're getting Lou hella chipped, and it's dead now. This Yu game... Is it not Taunt on Tran? I guess we're about to find out. Okay, it is Taunt. Okay, so they trade Heatran for Blissey. That's decent. Oh my god, they had to connect a Magma Storm though, and it doesn't even kill. Buddy's team only has two UUs? Really? Alright, Valiant is in now. Presumably just gonna Moonblast here. Moonblast is pretty free. Could even go for a knock, because Moonblast won't do too much with multi-scale. But on Fusion's end... he might just take this trade. Yeah. Okay, that did 49. E-speed doesn't kill, but if you Tera, it does. Or does it not? E-speed is 80, right? E-speed is 80. It might kill, actually. It's probably a roll. Oh, but he doesn't get it. Okay. Now, if you're Aquajit Samurott, you bring Samurott in for free. I'm pretty worried about this Dragonite on Dinko's side. Losing your own Dragonite and your Tusk leaves you open to some random Dragonite cheese, which could be pretty scary. Can I put Subway Surfers in the bottom left corner? I wish. Alright, the boss Lilligant is in. I'm pretty excited to see what this can do, because it's looking very good for Punny right now, but I think Meru can still win it. Okay, Samurott comes in. It looks like it's going to click Aqua Jet or Sucker Punch. But not the Glamour is in though. And it's threatening a spin because Samurott looks like AV on Fusion's team. He doesn't have a lot of special bulk. Wow, that Skarmory dodging Axel really sucks actually. That would have been a Giga free knockout for Lilligant. Well, that really sucks. It's probably game over now for Meru, unfortunately. But I think Fusion is still looking primed in this game. Like, I think he looks really good here. Pause. Why we talk about looks like that. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good for him. Dragonite being used early is a really, really big deal though. Because you break this multi and it doesn't have Roost, that means the rest of the gang is going to go crazy. If it's Tera Poison Dipplin, it hard walls Lilligant. Yeah, it wouldn't wall Venusaur because Earth Power, but it would wall Lilligant. It also wouldn't wall Venusaur because of Weather Ball. But yeah, I think Meru is pretty much game over. Like, I don't think there's anything he could do. But okay, so Yu's done, so we can go back to normal dimensions. Is great. Alright, we're back to normal. Oh god, it's Roost Dragonite. Depending on the sets right now, from both teams, this Dragonite could just end the game on the spot. But we're gonna find out. If it's Tera flying, they might be fine. But Fusion has to Tera right now. He does have to Tera, I'm pretty sure, because Earthquake is just gonna do way too much here. It's actually crazy. If Nico was like a basic E-speed set, he just 6-0 right now. But nobody runs that Dragonite anymore. Wow, Fusion really misplayed, I think. You can't let Samurott switch out of Glamora like that. You have to go for the water move. Unless you're choiced. Then it makes sense. They're both using a lot of the timer because this is the pivotal turn. The Teras that come out right now will determine the game. For example, if Raging Bolt clicks Tera Flying somehow on EQ, I think Fusion wins the game. But if it's not Tera Flying, it might be cooked. Like, it might be really, really tough. Let's find out though. Oh, Tera Bug. Okay. That's big. That's really big for Fusion. He doesn't go for Dragon Pulse expecting the Dragonite to Tera, and that could actually screw him right now. Oh my god. Wait, he Tera normal E-speed, and he just D-dances again. He's insane for that. But he just wins if this kills. Oh my god, it's just game over. Wait, he was the basic Dragonite set, and it did win him the game. I don't think there's anything Fusion can do. I think it, unless it's Shuka Gold. It could be Shuka Goldango. Please? Oh. Oh my god, Italy just brought it back. Now we're going to tiebreak of Italy versus West. Oh my god. Nah, that was Meru's game was so unfortunate. Like, this game was just a beatdown, but Meru's game really could have gone the other way if Punny didn't get like some pretty unfortunate luck. But all right, still rooting for West, but tiebreak is pretty hype. I'm expecting to see ZS versus Attribute or Fusion or Forbes, and then I'm expecting to see Empo versus Forbes or Zomog in SM, and then I think Santu will be in the West Flex slot. But Jesus Christ, Italy managed to pull it back, and I really thought they were. Oh wait, I lose 15 bucks. I bet 3D that West would win it all from I bet. Shit. I bet 3D that West would take it and not go to tiebreak, and oh fuck, just realized that. Guys, never bet on Pokemon. Remember, this game is insane, and you should never bet because anything can happen. Damn, I really thought West would take it. No Shiloh for dude, if they put Shiloh in tiebreak, I have no words to say. Truly. Not hating his Pokemon.